Hello again guys, and welcome to another video review on our OpticsTrde YouTube channel. As you can see, today we'll be reviewing another product from Vortex. This is a Vortex Viper PST Gen 2 5 to 25 by 50 first focal plane. If you wish to watch a video for the 5 to 25 by 50 of second focal plane, this is a video which we already filmed in our YouTube channel, so you're welcome to take a look at it. As you know, the Vortex company is headquartered in USA. They are manufacturing their products mostly in China, Japan, Philippines, and also some products in the USA. We already know that this company is one of the fastest development-centered companies in the expertise of sport optics in the entire world. They're really, we can say, pioneers in the field of sport optics, but they offer some very intriguing and fresh solutions in the optical world. Vortex Viper PST rifle scope series is not new as a series, but the generation 2 models are new, so it's very important that we specify this at the start. The models are 1 to 6 by 24, 2 to 10 by 32, 3 to 15 by 44 with a second and first focal plane, and the model we have here 5 to 25 by 50 second focal plane, and this one we have here the first focal plane. These scopes are more sophisticated, advanced and improved than the generation 1 rifle scopes from this series. If we go straight to the physical characteristics of this rifle scope, this model, as well as the other model, which has the same configuration, but the reticle is placed in the second focal plane. This one is in the first, as we mentioned. If we go back to the length, this rifle scope is very long, with approximately 406 millimeters, which is basically rifle scope is more long than the rifle scopes of the previous series, and additionally very heavy for rifle scope, for a scope with 30 millimeter tube, around 890 grams, something like this. As we can see, the color is the same, made black, nice finish. The tube, as we mentioned, is 30 millimeters, and it also features a side focus parallax, which goes, as we can see, from 25 yards, 30, and up to infinity. So basically this is the same as basically many things. We can say many features, or most features are the same with this model as with the second focal plane reticle rifle scope. In general, rifle scope is suitable for medium and long range true tactical shooting, but as we can see, very long, very heavy for 30 millimeter tube, but also very good if we take into the account that the scope, as we can see, has no rubber parts whatsoever. As we can see, fast focus eyepiece has a metal design. The magnification setting, the turrets are strictly metal, as well as the side focus parallax and the illumination, of course. And that's about it. The rifle scope, as we mentioned, is entirely made out of metal, which adds certain measure of robustness to a product. So this is a very welcome feature. If we go to the optical properties of this rifle scope, the zoom range is, of course, 5 to 25 with 5 times zoom factor and 50 millimeter lens diameter. The outer objective bell is 58.5 millimeters. So we point this information out for those who are for people who want to install this rifle scope with a clip-on device and require an adapter or something like this. The field of view is 1.8 meters on 100 meters, and at the highest magnification, and 7.3 meters on 100 meters at the lowest magnification. Scope also has 86 millimeters of eye relief, which is, we can say, quite standard for rifle scope of this class. There is no tunnel effect visible at any of the magnification settings. As we mentioned, the rifle scope is very robust, so it can withstand higher calibers without basically without a problem. The scope's interior is perched with nitrogen, and also this model, as we can see, is made in the Philippines. Vortex offers 10 years of warranty for this product, and as the second focal plane model, also this is the first focal plane model we have here, is the best buy on the market at the moment. The optical performance which are offered from this rifle scope in this price class are, we can say, really astonishing. If we continue with the reticle properties of this rifle scope, the reticle, of course, as we mentioned, is in the first focal plane. The reticle is illuminated, and this first focal plane configuration offers two reticles. If you watched the second focal plane rifle scope's review, you know that we mentioned it only has one reticle. So this one has two configurations in terms of reticle, which are EBR2C MOA and EBR2C milliradians, or MRAD. As we can see, the illumination system is the same, positioned on the left side focus. Here, as you can see, it goes it has, as we can see, off function in between each setting. There are, I'm sorry, because this star is really hard to use. We will elaborate regarding this matter more in the continuation. So basically, it has, I think, 10 settings, and we have to point out that the illumination is very finely adjustable. The reticle doesn't have an illuminated central dot, which is a minus of this rifle scope. Of course, only the dot illuminated would be much better. It also would cover a bit less of coverage, basically on the target. But nonetheless, the reticle is thin enough in the middle, so I think this problem shouldn't occur. Regarding turrets, we can see rifle scope is designed with tactical turrets, which feature 1/4 of MOA, or this model here, 0.1 milliradians of click value. As we can see, turrets are of multi-turn type, and they also have a simple turn indicator, which, as we can see, if you can see it like this, which has simple lines and numbers drawn indicator. In this price class, this is expected. Of course, a mechanical turn indicator or a more sophisticated one than this would be a better addition. But as we mentioned, in this price class, this is okay, basically. There's no locking function with this model also, which is not expected in this price class, but it has a zero stop. If we hear it, it has a zero stop, which is a big advantage, as we can see like this, and you can see it's stopped. So it has a zero stop. This is a nice addition for this rifle scope. If we go to the turret itself, they are very nicely audible. Feel of the click is okay, but it deviates from the clicks of the Generation 1 Viper PST rifle scopes. We already mentioned this in our review for the second focal plane rifle scope of the same configuration. Additionally, the turrets have some diversity in terms of feel of each click if comparing it to windage and elevation turret. This basically means that the feel in the click feels a bit more different than on the one turret than on the other. So this perhaps is a minus of its own, but it's we can say not so. It's not a very hard, very tough weakness from this rifle scope. The pluses of this rifle scope, if we go straight to the bad and the good points of this rifle scope, if we go to the good ones, of course, this design is more we can say improved than the past series. Quite much of elevation in this price class, and with 12 MOA of inclination, you can easily get to 100 meters with a 308 caliber, which is a plus of its own. The scope itself is more ergonomical than the Viper PST Generation 1 rifle scopes. It also offers we can say good field of view, a very good field of view, and as we can see, the fast focus is very nice, very nicely usable, very stiff. Basically, all of the parts in terms of physical properties from this rifle scope are very, very good. So there is really no space for improvement here. The zero stop is great. It's far more improved and more sophisticated than on the previous series of the Generation 1, where you had to install the CRS shims first. You basically had to install the small pieces of small parts into the turret, and only then turret could stop at zero. So this model doesn't have this. It's more advanced, more sophisticated, better in this price class. Optical fiber, as we can see here, is a nice addition. You know where the clicks are in low light, so this is, I think, a plus, a big plus. And additionally, we mentioned the illumination is very finely adjustable, so it's very usable in daylight, in low light situations. The reticle is good, fine tactical reticle. Also, the eye box of this rifle scope is, we haven't mentioned it before, I think, but I think it's worth pointing it out that the eye box of this scope is really good. Also, good selection of the tactical reticles. You can go with milliradian or MOA reticle, which is, this one is milliradian. So this is really nice selection of tactical rifle scopes. This really nice selection of tactical reticles. In this price class, we were looking at a true tactical rifle scope, which offers